The Fountain in Time sculpture was originally supposed to be made of stone, but was changed into a cast concrete sculpture. This sculpture was inspired by a poem called The Paradox of Time, created by Lardo Taft in 1922 and located in Washington Park, midway Plaisance, Cottage Grove Avenue, and 59th Street in Chicago, Illinois. Overall, the piece shows people of all ages in the sculpture. The people pop out of the sculpture in a three-dimensional effect. It's almost like the people being depicted are jumping out of the wall. This jaw-dropping image was a sculpture I would pass every day on my way home from work and would consider it a burden to get to Cottage Grove. After examining and conducting research on the sculpture, it gave me a newfound respect for this work of art. After reading the Paradox of Time poem by Henry Austin Dobson, I found that it suggests measuring time is pointless because one's youth is forever. It goes on to say that the people on the outside looking in are the ones who interpret time passing. In relation to the fountain in time, the wall being observed is filled with people in all stages of life to illustrate the observer's view of time passing and generation moving along in time. My interpretation of the line, "The past behind our feet lies in the even glow," directly tied into the poem's theme that one's youth is forever. As I personally mature and gain life experience, on the outside, I'm physically getting older, but internally, I feel youthful, but have gained life lessons. The Fountain in Time illustrates people passing the Father of Time to commemorate the 100 years of nonviolence after the agreement from the Treaty of Ghent in 1814. The first piece that catches the eye of the viewer or the emphasis in this work of art is the observer standing alone in front of the wall of people. While up close, the observer has a focused expression on his face and draped in a hooded robe, moving the focus to what the observer is fixed on. The viewer can be taken back by this massive 126-foot wall of people. People scaling from babies to elder adults can be seen on this wall with an asymmetrical balance, with their own personalities, including the creator, Lorando Taft himself. This piece is the perfect harmony for the environment it is in because surrounding the sculpture is a hospital and school. In both places, you experience people of all ages, and it allows you to receive a lot of traffic from students and hospital workers. It was easy to pick this work of art for this assignment because of the massive size of the appeal it has on the community. The sculpture is a piece at one time in my life I drove past every day and never noticed it or considered it a burden. Once I took the time to recognize and appreciate the variety and beauty, I could see the details of the decade it took to create. Overall, this work of art is a masterpiece that provides observers with a new look on time and life. It is perfectly put in a place where people are advancing their skill sets and careers in a school setting to encourage students to continue the journey, while reminding them that they still have plenty of time. It also provides a view on life for hospital workers as they can relate to the observer in the sculpture because that is their role in the hospital. Watching the health and aging process of others is a similar responsibility to the watcher and the sculptor. The unity this work of art brings to this area emphasizes the much needed peace in the surrounding neighborhood.